Hi, welcome to BizWorld Global channel. I'm Simon Chung as Director of Product Division of BizWorld Global. Thank you to all stay with us and follow us in BizWorld Global. Today, this episode will cover the discussion on a health topic which may giving you an important message to enjoy a healthy, happy, and harmony life. Today, we will talking about the immune health with our invited Smart Lab panel in topic of stay healthy, boost your immune system. Since 2019, the outbreak of pandemic COVID-19 crisis is making today's people more aware than ever before about the immune health, how to protect against the disease, and what it means to be more vulnerable to illness. The immune system is a set of composite network of cells and proteins that protect our body from germ and infection. There are a number of components that comprise the immune system. They include white blood cell, antibody, natural killer, T cell, lymphatic system, and etc. This is the basic of body protection to keep the body function normally and prevent most of the infection due to the bacteria and virus. Immunity has been a top health concern among the people for the past several years. People worldwide are experiencing the need to improve their immune system to prevent adverse infection disease outcome. Therefore, the current global health condition has placed a greater focus on immunity boosting food and beverage. Most of the experts note that many people already were taking a greater interest in their health and wellness. In other words, in order to safeguard themselves from the disease, many people have started taking care of their body seriously and have started taking steps of strengthening their immune system through nutritional and health intervention. The global immunity boosting food product market reached a value of nearly $830 billion in 2019, having grown at a compound annual growth rate of 3.8% since 2015, and it is expected to grow at a CAGR of 6.2% to nearly reach to $1,056 billion in 2023. The market is expected to grow at a CAGR of 7.6% to nearly $1,222 billion by 2025. Before we go in detail, let us to understand more about the immunity and health. As we know, the immune system protects the body from harmful substances, germ, and cell change that could make you become illness. Without immune system, we would have no way to fight harmful things that enter our body from the outside or harmful change that occur inside our body. Basically, there are three main roles of the body immune system. First, fighting disease-causing germ or pathogen like bacteria, viruses, parasites, or fungi, and to remove them from the body. Second, recognizing and neutralize the harmful substance from the environment. And the third, fighting the disease-causing change in the body, such as cancer and tumor cell. Today, we have a special guest speaker will share in immunity health topic. It's my great pleasure to introduce Dr. Mark Dargan, our Smart Lab panel member. He is the founder, chairman of the board, and chancellor and dean of the University of Natural Medicine, New Mexico. He has lectured and practiced in health clinics throughout the United States, Canada, Central and South America, Asia, and New Zealand. He has been a clinical doctor and instructor of integrative medicine, nutrition, naturopathic, and osteopathic principles in health clinic, hospital, and health center throughout the world for over 30 years. Currently, he is the member of the Smart Lab panel of the BizWorks Global. Let us know more from Dr. Mark Dargan Smith.
So let's discuss immunity. Our immune system is probably the most important function of our bodies and our systems today, especially with what's happening around the world with global pandemics and so much exposure to virus and bacteria and fungus. We need to have a very strong immune system in order to deal with these. If our immune system is too weak, we can be overcome by these external pathogens. If our immune system is too strong, we can develop a condition called an autoimmune disorder, which our body is basically attacking itself, trying to rid of ourselves of that pathogen or that invader. It's a constant process. You know, we are continuously exposed to viruses, bacteria, fungus, yeast, whatever it may be. It's how our immune system deals with it. You know, they've shown practically everybody has some cold or flu, virus, whatever it may be, but our system is able to deal with it. It's an army. And guess what? Those armies are composed of cells. You know, the CD cells, the T cells, the NKs, and the macrophage. All of those are cells, which is what's so important is we have to keep those cells active and vital and regenerating so that army can overcome those invaders. That's what it's all about. Now, what can happen is if we are invaded by one of these pathogens, and if we have, it can be short-term and we may have an acute infection. But if our immune system gets weakened over a longer period of time, then we can be, with that microorganism, can have degenerative effects and lead to degenerative illnesses. So what we want to do is we want to be able to balance, modulate the immune system so it's functioning perfectly on an optimal level every moment of our lives. Today, the biggest problem is what we call a compromised immune system. Our immune systems are always functioning, but sometimes they're not optimal. They're not doing the job they're supposed to do, which is this army of cells, the macrophage, and as I mentioned, the T cells and the CD cells, NKs. All of those are enabled, activated to come out when we're invaded by an alien microorganism, particularly pathogens. So what we need to do is we need to balance that immune system, because what can happen when we have a weakened immune system, we're much more susceptible to these infectious diseases. And what we're seeing today, when these pandemics occur, it has such a serious effect on our global economic situation too. This long-term, low or compromised immune system leads to what we call inflammation in the system. Inflammation leads to degenerative diseases and illness. We're talking about everything from cancer, heart disease, diabetes, and Alzheimer's. That's the result of long-term compromised immune system, which is why we need to build and vitalize our immune system so it's always functioning in its optimal state. Most diseases today, in fact 85% of disease today is called metabolic syndrome. And you can look at how a compromised immune system, whether it's low or whether it's too active, and leads to autoimmune disorders, that is what leads to these degenerative conditions, which we term metabolic syndrome. 85% of illness today. So I mentioned autoimmune disorders. As I said, that's when our immune system becomes overactive. It's doing what it can to get rid of these invaders, or these pathogenic microorganisms. Many of these conditions you've probably heard of. It's so predominant. We're looking at things like lupus, multiple sclerosis, Alzheimer's, even diabetes, rheumatoid arthritis. So many conditions are a result of our overactive immune system. The other thing is allergies. So many people have allergies, many who don't even know about it, don't even realize it. Even the viruses can cause allergies. We're seeing so many skin problems today as a result of the pandemics and such. And what happens there as well is the low immune system is not functioning properly. We're being invaded by these microbes, the body overreacts, and it's trying to get rid of them. But the key here is that we need to empower our immune systems. The thing about the immune system is, we call it in integrative medicine, innate wisdom of the body. It's going to function no matter if we think about it or not. What's important though is we find that people who have more positive thoughts have a stronger immune system. Stresses, of course, affect that. It can affect our mind, it can affect our emotions, and that directly affects our immune system as well, and can deplete it. And that's one of the keys. When it gets depleted, we need to empower it again. Alpha Meta is probably one of the foremost functional foods for the immune system I've seen in the world. It is so beneficial in empowering, strengthening the immune system, so it can create the T cells, the antibodies, all of those cells in our body that perform the function of fighting or resisting or balancing the disease state in our body and preventing that inflammation, preventing that degeneration. And it's all about modulation and balance. Now, this is one thing about Alpha Meta. Alpha, you've probably all heard of beta-glucan, okay? And we all think of that, well, that's an enhancer for the immune system. But you have to understand, the beta-glucan actually attaches to the outside of the cell and stimulates the immune system, okay? The difference with alpha-glucan, or alpha-glycan, which is the Alpha Meta, is that it has a beta-glucan as well, but it also has the alpha-glucan. Now what that means, the alpha-glucan can actually go inside the cell, and then the body, in its innate wisdom, knows whether to use those nutrients to strengthen the immune system, activate the immune system, but if it's not necessary, then the cell will take those nutrients and provide more energy. So you have a dual-fold process there where the beta-glucan just comes and attaches to the outside of the cell, stimulates the immune system, which we mentioned earlier, we want the balance. That's why the alpha-glucans and the alpha-glycans are so beneficial for the body. Alpha Meta is a wonderful regulator of the immune system, especially with what's happening with these global pandemics now. When the virus gets into our system and takes over, it results in what's called a cytokine storm. As we mentioned earlier, that's an overreactive immune system and actually can attack the body and cause degeneration. That's why we need to modulate. What that can result in with this cytokine storm, creating the inflammation, the body will react and it congests the system and it blocks it. Particularly it blocks and creates hypoxia, which is a reduced oxygen level. Without this oxygen, you're affecting the circulation, you're affecting the regeneration, and it can even result in circulatory problems, heart problems, brain problems. All of those need oxygen to function and to perform at their optimal levels. Hypoxia, which is oxygen deprivation, can result in the death, the degeneration and even the death of organs and glands and the brain. That's why it's so important to be able to modulate the cytokine storm so it doesn't attack the body and create these long-term degenerative effects. Not only slow down this degeneration and this attack on the body, it can even result in saving the individual's life. Alpha Meta provides all the correct balance of amino acids the body needs to create antioxidants. 85% of antioxidant requirements have to come from inside, not from outside from pills. You need the correct nutrients, the proper nutrients, in just the right balance and amounts to create these antioxidants to fight free radicals. The free radicals are what destroy cells. And that's the key. We need to do everything we can to create that balance of antioxidants overcoming the free radicals, which we're continuously exposed to, both externally in our environment and internally with what we eat. And of course, one of the worst things is smoking, but that's another story. And we need to balance that exposure, detoxify. That's why we need to have our immune systems constantly functioning at an optimal level. Alpha Meta is a solution for inflammation. Inflammation being the cause of so many conditions and diseases, degenerative conditions. Alpha Meta, by reducing the inflammation and also providing the nutrients the body needs for cellular repair, cellular regeneration, and cellular function, thereby preventing degenerative conditions from developing. Alpha Meta also provides the raw materials for the energy we need in our bodies for every function we know of, whether it's brain or body. It's necessary for everything in our life for optimal health and well-being. Alpha Meta provides the nutrients that the body needs to develop its own innate natural healing power. We have to have these essential nutrients in order to develop our immune system, to keep that army strong, powerful, vital, and working properly and functional so that we are not susceptible to these invading microorganisms and also the resulting inflammation. Alpha Meta is so exceptional and wonderful for kids who are still developing their immune system. Alpha Meta can help ensure body growth, brain development, which can also help the body resist many different types of microorganisms that may invade the system, thereby reducing the communicable diseases that we're constantly exposed to. Many people today, as they get older, their immune systems have been working so hard for so many years that they become compromised. They need strengthening, they need enhanced in order to be able to avoid or resist degenerative conditions. It's so important to have these proper nutrients to rebuild the immune system and keep it strong and keep it vital. And as a result, we can avoid things such as metabolic syndrome, which includes so many degenerative conditions, and also provide the energy that as we get older, we need more stamina, more power in life. And Alpha Meta is wonderful for increasing the energy in the body and the brain. Also, Alpha Meta is fantastic and so beneficial for people who are sick with regards to recovery, perhaps in wound healing. In wound healing, you need to regenerate those cells, and you need the immune system to come in and be able to lower the inflammation and result in the healing of the body. With this recovery from disease or injury, we need a lot of stamina. We need a lot of cellular regeneration so that we can get back into balance in our life. Alpha Meta can also help reduce the side effects of drugs, and also with that recover from the effects that may be a result of those medications. Alpha Meta is wonderful for ladies, particularly with protection of the skin from ultraviolet rays and free radicals and things of that nature, which tend to create cellular degeneration in the skin. So everybody wants to stay lovely and beautiful, right? Alpha Meta provides the nutrients from the inside out, not only for that protection, but also for the regeneration of the cells to keep women looking lovely and radiant and beautiful into their elder life, for the rest of their life. Also, it helps reduce infections and inflammation that can develop on the skin, so it doesn't lead to scarring and pigmentation, which is a big problem in this day and age, especially with women and men too. Many people, when they first take Alpha Meta, they experience immediate benefits, more energy, and it can be long-term. What we recommend is that individuals take Alpha Meta 3 times a day for 90 days That's because what you'll see and what you'll feel is a regeneration, a revitalization, an enhanced life force in the body. And those 90 days are optimal for getting into that wonderful stage of optimal health and well-being. So what do we need in order to balance our lifestyle? We need more vegetables, more fruit in our diet, as organic as possible. We need high fiber foods to stabilize conditions such as the blood sugar, the lipids, cholesterol, to help with blood pressure. All of those are so important that we have a gastrointestinal system that has enough fiber to balance out these various metabolic processes. Once we've done this, then we can avoid the metabolic syndrome, and we're looking there again at anti-aging. It's also important to eat good quality protein and get the amino acids we need to build our immune systems. If we don't have these proper amino acids, we don't produce the T cells and immune fighting cells and antibodies we need to balance and to fight these invasive microorganisms. Deep sleep is another factor that's so important for health. If we're deprived of sleep, you need to realize that so many metabolic processes in detoxification are still going on in our sleep, such as the kidney and the liver. If we're not getting enough sleep, this detoxification process is compromised, and therefore that's going to affect the whole system, especially the immune system. A lack of sleep, it can increase free radicals, leading to more inflammation, and there again resulting in degenerative conditions. What's very important too is that we manage the stress in our lives. Too much stress can result in our body producing too much adrenaline, too much dopamine, too much norepinephrine, and too much of cortisol, which all of those can result in inflammation because they're meant to activate the system, to overactivate it. So we need to manage that through various reasons, whatever you do to manage your stress. So important in life. The thing about stress is that it increases free radicals in our body and inflammation, which can affect and increase the aging in our body. When we have stress, it increases free radical formation, which results in our body not having the power for anti-aging. Exercise not only can reduce stress, but it can increase circulation in the body. It can reduce inflammation, and it helps in so many ways of being able to distribute all the nutrients throughout our body. The other thing too is they've shown that the more exercise you have, the better attitude you have in life, the better you feel about life, and more energy you have in life. Also, exercise tends to lower blood sugar and blood pressure as well. That just shows how important it is to keep the circulation flowing throughout your whole body. One of the most important parts of the immune system is stay positive. Work at being happy. You know, it's a thought process that you can create. You can empower your immune system by being happier in life, being more positive, and that's up to you to create. That's one thing you have control of. Living a smart lifestyle can lead to a healthy, happy, and harmonious life.
Thank you, Dr. Mark Dargan Smith, for the sharing in topic of immunity health. I'm sure we can get some important message from him to optimum our immunity power to work a healthy and energetic lifestyle. Alpha Meta is derived from an organically grown of selected whole rice grain. It contains high concentrate of alpha polysaccharide peptide, alpha PSP, a unique functional and cellular food formulated made up of specific polysaccharide, amino acid, mineral, vitamin, and also phytonutrient. As shared by our Smart Lab panel, Alpha Meta enhances the immune system by building and strengthening the immune cell. It can help with leaking gut syndrome, which can increase toxic load and inflammation in the body. It also improves all metabolic dysfunction such as hyperglycemia and hyperlipidemia condition, thus making individuals have a strong immune protection to resist virus and bacterial infection and recover much faster. Alpha Meta also helps to modulate the immune response such as cytokine storm, which is important to reduce the over-inflammatory and provide the essential raw material to promote better cell repair and regeneration, enhancing the natural body healing power. So, what we recommend is that individuals take Alpha Meta 3 times a day for 90 days. Try the Alpha Meta for 90 days, you will feel the new stamina level in your life. Your immune response will be improved for better body protection. Stay strong and healthy with Alpha Meta. We have received some questions from our followers regarding to today's topic. We will try our best to answer the question. The first question from our follower is like this. What are the signs and symptoms of a weakened immune system? Well, when your immune system is on point, it's a life-saving. However, sometimes your immune system getting low and abnormal can make you become sick. There are some signs and symptoms of a weakened immune system you should aware in your daily life. First, stomach discomfort such as abnormal of diarrhea, constipation, and bloating condition. For your information, there is up to 70% of your immune system is located in your gut, so maintaining a good gut health and solve the leaking gut issue are essential for strong immunity. Second, slow healing wound. Your body relies on healthy immune cells for healing, sending nutrient and oxygen-rich blood to the injured part to regenerate the new healthy cell for healing process. Your skin is unable to heal or regenerate quickly, keep inflammation when the immune system is low. Third, frequent infections. Repeated infections such as ear, respiratory, cold and influenza, and require more than 2 courses of antibiotic a year are signs of a compromised immune system. Fourth, extreme tired. When your immune system is low, your body is trying to conserve energy to activate and power your immune system to help protect against infection. This is why people in sick always feel very tired and low energy. Alpha Meta enhances the immune system by building and strengthening the immune cell. It can help with leaking gut syndrome, which can increase toxic load and inflammation. Therefore, this is a good functional food to strengthen your immune response, thus improve the weakened immune system issue. We have received another question from our follower. The question from our follower is like this. What is an autoimmune disease? How can improve the health condition? Autoimmune disease is a condition arising from an abnormal immune response to a functioning body part, weakening the body function and even life-threatening. Scientists know about more than 80 autoimmune diseases such as multiple sclerosis, lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, inflammatory bowel disease or IBD, which commonly in field of autoimmune diseases. Treatment can't cure autoimmune disease, but they can control the overactive immune response and bring down inflammation or at least reduce pain and inflammation. Some drugs such as non-steroid anti-inflammatory drugs and immune suppressant drugs used to treat this condition as part to lowering the immune response power, thus to reduce the inflammatory activity in the body. A number of dietary approaches can help in prevention and management of autoimmune disease. First, eliminate highly processed or refined food. Stay away from packaged processed food as well as food with refined ingredients such as white flour, syrup, coloring, refined oil, and etc. Second, eat more plant-based food. Your gut wants more vegetables and fruits that to provide more antioxidant and vitamin, which good to reduce the inflammatory and promote better cell repair and regeneration, thus to reduce the impact from the inflammation. Third, get an adequate amount of protein plus healthy fats such as omega-3. Supplement your plant-rich diet with some good protein and increase good fats such as plant source omega-3 intake in your diet. Omega-3 helps to reduce the inflammation in the body and help to maintain the good health of heart, joint part, and also the central nervous system. The fourth, address food sensitivity. Your body might be sensitive to certain food such as gluten-containing or dairy product. Those sensitive can affect the health of your gut, so you should eliminate any food group you are sensitive to. And lastly, don't forget to take alpha meta. Alpha meta can manage the inflammatory process and what they can call cytokine storm, which when too high can result in extreme inflammation and resulting to organ failure, lead to hypoxia or oxygen deficiency to the whole body, destroying whole the organ and increase the severity of autoimmune diseases. We still have many questions from our followers. We do not have enough time to answer all the questions now. Please leave your message here so that we can get the feedback to you soon. This is all about for this episode. Living a smart lifestyle can lead to a healthy, happy, and harmony life. Thank you and see you in the BizWorld Global platform soon.
Hello everyone, and thank you Dr. Mark and thank you Mr. Simon for the wonderful sharing about the Alpha Meta. In this April, I think some of you will be in the festival and holiday. So how to keep your body in a high energy level, Alpha Meta is the key. So we will offer you the Alpha Meta promotion starting from 10th to 12th April. Everyone, if you buy 4 bottles of Alpha Meta, you will get 1 bottle for free. If you buy 8 boxes of Alpha Meta sachet version, you will get 2 boxes for free. So please take this opportunity to get more and enjoy the benefits from the Alpha Meta. Thank you so much to join our today's training and waiting to see you soon. Take care and goodbye.